guys. Rick Show here on the 20th of April, 2023, and guys, it's hot. This is the hottest it's been since we've been here, I believe. A little breeze though, it's not too bad. But even the guys that are working are, they're taking a little bit more siestas because it's pretty rough. One thing, guys, here, don't skimp on the water. Just drink plenty. You can dehydrate real quick here, and that is not good. So just be careful. I usually get the bonus water distilled just down. It's at the Alpha Mart, or you can get an SM, and the price is good compared to like the Wilkins and the other ones they got. They're kind of high priced, I think. But like I say, it's beautiful. We had yesterday, Maddie and I went out for a walk. It was a little earlier than we normally do, but he wanted to take 2 walks, so we went out before dark. And when we were coming back, I just saw the most beautiful painted sky. God can do a nice job on the sky, that's for sure. And it had the silvery clouds that turned orange, had all kinds of colors in it. And then the gray ones on the right. I was looking at it, and I'm looking at the far left-hand side, and it looked like that little toilet paper bear, and it looked like he was hugging an iguana. And I thought, yeah, your imagination catches stuff like that. So I stopped Maddie. We had to back up a little bit because the houses were starting to get in the way, so we backed up. The dogs were cool. They just sat down by us. We're sitting in the grass, and I said, what does that look like on the left-hand side? He goes, it looks like a teddy bear holding a lizard. So it wasn't my imagination. That's what it looked like. And then he was looking at the far right. He goes, oh, Dad, look at that. There's Elfo. That's a little cartoon that he was watching. And I looked at it, sure enough, like it had the hat on and everything. It looked pretty cool. Then he found one. He goes, look at the one over there. It looks like Moses. And I'm looking at it, and yeah, it definitely wasn't Santa Claus. So we were just sort of cloud gazing last night. Come on, Jakey, over the side. Come on, come here. Come on. We got a buggy coming back there. All right, tricycle coming. Stay over. So that was kind of cool. But the kids are off Friday, so we're gonna go down. We're kind of doing it on the cheap. We went down to La Virginia, and we found a nice room, air conditioner. It had good water pressure, hot water too, and it had a little closet in there, and it had 2 bunk beds, so we'll fit in there. We're gonna squeeze in that one. It wasn't too expensive. I think my wife said it was $2,500 a night. And then there's other little fees you pay. But I said we're gonna pack up some food. It's not the ocean, but we've got lots of swimming we can do there. They got a whole bunch of pools, and they got zip line. They got all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna spend a couple days. Whenever the kids can get off like that, it's nice to get out. They love to swim. When we were at the last resort, I'm not kidding you, they were in that pool almost the whole day. Crinkly fingers and toes and everything. So that was. It's good to see them playing. But after we got back last night, we took a hike again after dark. After we ate, my wife made a fantastic pot roast, and we took another walk. And it's really nice, the conversations the kids have. It seems like they're beyond their years with some of the stuff they come up with, questions they have. And we also had some beautiful stars out last night. You don't get as much like when we were in Maduro. I mean, the sky's just covered in them. But with all the light around here, you don't get to see too many. But enough. We got to see some nice stars. I'd like to get the star thing back on the phone so the kids can look up and see what the names are and what they are. So that'll come. I could probably put it on this phone. I'm gonna have to look it up and find a good one. We had one on the other phone, but it was one of them ones with ads in it, and it was just bombarding. It wouldn't work unless you hit OK for them to look at. I was even getting stuff in the email from them, so I just deleted the whole thing. It just got to be too much of a hassle, but I'll find another one. But I got my little puppy. She was pretty hot, even in the tricycle today. We just took Mumu to school. That's my little sharp guy. Sometimes the question he asks, it's just amazing. It just seems he's advanced for his years with the questions, and they're not little kid dumb questions. There's some thought out questions that he has. He'll hear a word or something something happens to somebody, and he'll question it, and I do my best to explain it to him, and he's like, oh, okay, got it. And he doesn't forget. We went up to was going to the La Virginia, and one of the first times we went, he remembered. Oh, we got to turn here because that's where we went the wrong way last time. Not last time, but quite a while ago. But that's kind of a nice that it's close here. We didn't have too much traffic, but I did notice something odd. They're putting another line on the 34K up above. And we used to do that, where you just go up and tie the insulators in. That would be one of our jobs. Now, the guys who put the wire, that's their own specialized crew. That's the way they put them up. They got different ways to put them up. But they did it right at rush hour. We've done that before, and if it was going through a town or something like that, you came to work at 11 o'clock at night. You didn't go in the middle of rush hour, and they had to put the 60-foot boom crane there, and of course then they had some big trucks so nobody would bang into it while it was raised up. You gotta be safe. But it's just how they do it here. They do things a little bit different than the way things are done a lot of places. So hey. But we've had I have to say about Lipa, it's always so cool here. But man, this sun is murder. You get out in it too much, it's pretty hot. Now we'll be in the pool. The kids are getting nice and brown. I'm glad that they really like the water, and they're getting, if I just hang back and just let them go, they're starting to do more of what the other kids. They're even starting to dive now, jump in and dive. Dorothy's going under the water and swimming around. If she's watching other kids do it, she'll do it. But if you're trying to show them, then they're afraid. And that's kind of, so it's good to watch them. I got Maddie a Lego car, and he put the thing together pretty quickly, followed the directions, and he likes it. Well, I got Mumu one too, a little bit smaller one. And they're not too expensive. It's $2-3. And I got him one, and he put it together. And he was saying, "Oh, Papa, what do I do?" Hey, pal, I can't help you. That's a toy for you. You figure it out. I'm not one to do stuff for him. You figure it out. Hey, so he figured it out and got it put together pretty quickly. Well, after he was done, he took it all apart again, and he decided he wanted to make like a dragster. And I'm telling you what, he plays with that thing since he's had it an hour or two a day. He really likes that thing. So he got a birthday coming up, so I ordered him another one, a bigger one, and he wanted a little drone too. I can't give him a drone like Maddie's because it'll be gone. I guarantee you the first minute. So I got a little tiny one that can fly in the house, and it's got obstacle avoidance on it. Like instead of smashing in the wall, it'll just stop. So that'll be something for him to play around with. And then of course the propellers too. Instead of just being the propellers, it's got a ring around it so that if it does go into something, it's not going to be too bad. And it's not a ring that you snap on under the propeller. It's regular, built right into the propellers themselves. So that's pretty cool. The other thing with this heat I'm really happy about is with the oil change on the Yamaha here, on the tricycle. That's working out really good. It really calmed that motor down. I think the oil was just getting too thin, and it wasn't enough oil pressure, because it was probably like water. Wasn't enough oil pressure to keep those valves pumped up. So that 2050 made all the difference. And in this heat, it hasn't, ever since I put it in, valves haven't made a sound. They're happy now. So I got to keep it up. It's a pretty cool buggy. But that's what I got today. I figured the kids are all in school. I got a little bit of time, so I'll get one out for you. Guys, don't forget to check out Al Gore Beaks. Those numbers, at least, they're steadily going up. Slowly, but they're steadily going up. Rickshaw goes up a couple, and then it goes down 3 or 4, and it goes up 1, and then it'll go down 5. You know, they just that's YouTube. They don't like me very much. But that's what's going on today. Don't forget to pray for each other. And this is Rickshaw out.